I'll never forget rushing to work, grabbing a pod coffee, and tasting warm, plastic-flavored brown water. We've all been there. Choosing a K-Cup machine is a nightmare of overwhelming options, fake reviews, and broken promises of cafe-quality brews. I got so fed up that I bought the top contenders, lined them up on my counter, and tested every single one to find the absolute best. Stick around, because the machine that claimed the #1 spot completely changed my morning routine, and it might just change yours too. 7. Ninja PB051 Pods and Ground Specialty Single Serve. The Ninja PB051 promises to be the ultimate all-in-one workstation for your kitchen counter, boasting the ability to brew both traditional coffee grounds and standard K-Cup pods. When I first set this machine up, I was genuinely excited about the integrated fold-away frother and the specialty brew settings designed for concentrated, espresso-style shots. The interface is loaded with buttons, offering a dizzying array of sizes and brew styles from classic to rich. At first glance, it looks like a coffee lover's dream, an appliance that theoretically eliminates the need for multiple devices taking up precious real estate in your kitchen. However, the reality of daily testing revealed some incredibly frustrating flaws that became hard to ignore. When brewing with standard K-Cups, the water distribution system simply doesn't saturate the pod evenly, leading to an extraction that feels rushed and remarkably weak. Time after time, I found myself staring at a cup of coffee that lacked depth, with the rich notes of my favorite dark roast pods entirely washed out. The specialty concentrate feature performs slightly better with fresh grounds, but it is a messy process that leaves wet clumps of grounds sticking to the permanent filter, making cleanup a tedious daily chore. The physical design of the machine also presents some glaring ergonomic issues that disrupt the morning flow. The fold-away frother is not a true steam wand, but rather a mechanical whisk, which means your milk needs to be heated in the microwave beforehand if you want a hot latte. Furthermore, when brewing a standard 6-ounce or 8-ounce cup, the distance from the dispenser to the drip tray is uncomfortably high. 6. Cuisinart DGB2 Conical Burr Grind and Brew Single Serve. The Cuisinart DGB2 attempts to solve a problem that many pod coffee drinkers eventually face: the desire for the freshness of whole bean coffee combined with the convenience of a single-serve format. The star feature of this machine is the built-in conical burr grinder, which automatically drops freshly ground coffee into a reusable filter cup. During my initial tests, the concept felt incredibly luxurious, bridging the gap between a traditional coffeehouse experience and the undeniable speed of a single-cup brewer. The machine looks robust, featuring a sleek, industrial design that certainly feels premium when sitting on your countertop. But the honeymoon phase ends abruptly the moment you actually initiate the grinding sequence early in the morning. The Burr grinder on this unit is astonishingly loud, producing a high-pitched, grinding shriek that will absolutely wake up anyone sleeping in adjacent rooms. Beyond the noise, the internal chute that transfers the ground coffee into the reusable pod is highly susceptible to static cling and moisture buildup. After just a few days of testing, I found myself constantly having to dig in there with a little brush to clear out oily coffee grounds that had clumped together, effectively stalling the machine and making a massive mess. When you bypass the grinder and opt to use standard pre-packaged K-Cups, the brewing performance is painfully average. It punctures the pods adequately and delivers a decently hot cup of coffee, but it completely lacks any advanced extraction technology to elevate the flavor profile. 5. Keurig K Duo Hot and Ice Gen 2. What immediately impressed me during testing was how seamlessly it handles the dual demands of brewing a full 12-cup glass carafe on one side and a single K-Cup on the other. Unlike the previous machines on this list, the K Duo doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, It refines two classic brewing methods into one highly functional footprint. The design is surprisingly slim, maximizing water reservoir capacity without hogging your entire kitchen counter. The single-serve side of the K-Duo features Keurig's upgraded multi-stream technology, and the difference in taste is immediately noticeable. Instead of blasting a single stream of water through the center of the pod, it uses multiple needles to saturate the coffee grounds evenly. Every pod I tested yielded a significantly richer, more aromatic cup of coffee, entirely avoiding the watery edges that plague older models. The inclusion of a dedicated strong button also slows down the brewing process just enough to extract those deeper, bolder flavors from medium and dark roasts, giving you a very satisfying morning jolt. The iced coffee functionality on this generation is another massive step up that genuinely impressed me. When you select the brew over ice option, the machine automatically adjusts the brewing temperature and water volume, starting with a hotter extraction to pull the flavor, and then cooling down to minimize ice melt. I tested this with several flavored K-Cups, and the resulting iced coffees were robust, perfectly chilled, and never tasted watered down. It completely eliminates the need to brew hot coffee the night before just to chill it in the fridge. 4. Instant Dual Pod Plus. The Instant Dual Pod Plus is the ultimate dark horse in the single-serve coffee market, created by the same company famous for the Instant Pot. The defining feature of this machine, and the reason it scores so highly on this list, is its brilliant ability to brew both standard K-Cup pods and Nespresso original capsules. Testing this machine felt incredibly liberating. I no longer had to choose between a large cup of American drip coffee and a potent, crema-topped shot of espresso. The build quality is exceptional, featuring a minimalist, modern aesthetic with a surprisingly compact footprint that fits seamlessly into any kitchen decor. When testing the Nespresso side, the machine utilizes a legitimate 19-bar high-pressure extraction system, which is crucial for authentic espresso. The shots pulled consistently rich, dark, and syrupy, crowned with a thick, beautiful layer of golden crema that rivals dedicated, high-end espresso machines. Switching over to the K-Cup side is as simple as swapping the pod adapter, and the performance remains stellar. The water is heated incredibly fast, and the extraction process is smooth, delivering a full-bodied cup of coffee that tastes distinctly cleaner and brighter than what you'd get from standard budget brewers. The user interface on the Instant Dual Pod Plus is wonderfully intuitive, featuring responsive touch-sensitive buttons that illuminate clearly to indicate your brew size options. I was particularly impressed by the thoughtfully designed adjustable drip tray, which easily accommodates everything from a tiny espresso demitasse to a tall, insulated travel mug without any splashing. The large 68-ounce water reservoir is positioned perfectly on the side for easy viewing and refilling, meaning you won't be constantly running back and forth to the sink. 3. Keurig K-Elite. From the moment you unbox it, the brushed metal finish and premium tactile buttons give off an air of durability and high-end craftsmanship. During my testing period, the K-Elite proved to be an absolute tank, brewing cup after cup with zero hesitation, zero errors, and unmatched consistency. It represents everything that made Keurig famous, stripped of unnecessary gimmicks and optimized for speed, flavor, and immense convenience. One of the most impressive aspects of the K-Elite is the massive 75-ounce water reservoir, which is one of the largest in their entire lineup. I went nearly a full week of heavy testing before having to refill it, making it an absolute dream for heavy coffee drinkers or large households. The machine also features a dedicated hot water on-demand button, which I found surprisingly useful for instantly preparing oatmeal ramen or steeped tea without having to run a blank K-Cup cycle. It is this kind of thoughtful, daily utility that pushes the K-Elite so high up the rankings. Flavor extraction on the K-Elite is fantastic, largely thanks to the highly effective strong brew setting. When activated, the machine carefully paces the water flow, steeping the grounds inside the pod slightly longer to pull a visibly darker, more robust beverage. I tested this back-to-back with standard brews, and the strong setting genuinely resurrects older, stale pods and elevates premium roasts to a near coffeehouse level. The temperature control is also spot on, allowing you to tweak the heat settings to ensure your coffee is piping hot right out of the spout. The K-Elite is the machine you buy when you want zero complications and absolute reliability. 2. Keurig K-Café Smart. The magic of this machine lies in its incredible built-in hot and cold milk frother and its advanced smart capabilities. Testing the K-Café Smart was genuinely fun, as it allowed me to craft beautiful lattes, flat whites, and cappuccinos using standard K-cups. The frother operates magnetically and is remarkably quiet, whipping up dense, velvety foam from whole milk, oat milk, and almond milk with equal perfection. The standout technological feature here is Keurig's Brew ID system, which completely blew me away during testing. The machine features an internal camera that actually reads the lid of the specific K-cup you insert. It then connects to Wi-Fi, identifies the exact roast and brand, and automatically adjusts the brewing temperature and water flow rate to match the roaster's exact specifications. Watching the machine recognize a Peet's Coffee dark roast and instantly optimize itself to pull the perfect espresso-style shot for a macchiato felt like experiencing the future of home brewing. Creating specialty drinks is foolproof thanks to the step-by-step guidance provided by the connected smartphone app. The app is loaded with a massive library of cafe recipes, allowing you to select a drink on your phone and have the machine orchestrate the exact water-to-coffee ratio needed. The frothing pitcher itself is also a massive win for daily use. Unlike complex steam wands on traditional espresso machines, this pitcher is entirely dishwasher safe, making the cleanup process take literally seconds. The K-Café Smart is an extraordinary appliance that empowers anyone to become a home barista without needing any technical skills. Being able to schedule a perfectly tailored, piping hot brew from your bed using your phone is a luxury that is hard to give up once you experience it. 1. Keurig K Supreme Plus. If you are looking for the absolute pinnacle of K-Cup brewing, a machine that extracts every single ounce of flavor, aroma, and body from a pod, this is it. Out of the box, the sleek, stainless steel wrapping gives it a commanding, premium presence that instantly elevates the look of any kitchen counter. But it is the groundbreaking internal engineering that sets the K Supreme Plus entirely apart from every other machine I have ever tested. At the heart of this champion is the fully realized version of Keurig's multi-stream technology. Instead of a single central puncture, the brew head features 5 distinct needles that shower the coffee grounds evenly with perfectly heated water. The resulting extraction is nothing short of a revelation. When I tested my go-to medium roast pods, the coffee came out visibly darker, smelling exponentially more aromatic, and tasting profoundly richer than it did in any other machine. It completely eliminates dry pockets within the pod, ensuring that not a single speck of coffee is wasted. Customization is where the K Supreme Plus truly flexes its muscles. It offers 3 different strength settings and 3 distinct temperature settings, allowing you to dial in your absolute perfect cup. Whether you want a mild, highly drinkable afternoon cup or a blazing hot, incredibly intense morning jolt, the interface allows you to dictate the exact parameters with just a few button presses. The precision of the heating element ensures that the hottest setting is genuinely piping hot, satisfying even the most demanding coffee traditionalists who complain about lukewarm pod coffee. Outro. That's all for today, folks.